Welcome back to the Hillbilly Fab Shop. Today, I'm finally going and picking this CJ-5 up that I bought a couple weeks ago in Gate City, Virginia. U-Haul took forever this morning getting me a trailer ready, so I'm finally able to get moving and get up there. Just got some diesel, so let's finally go get this old thing and get it to my house. Weather today is totally not ideal for going and picking up a vehicle, but I gotta get it home so I can figure out what I'm doing with it and get it going and make some money. So hopefully this rain don't get any worse than it is, I guess. Alright, so I'm inside the Jeep. We're gonna try and pull it back, get it around that bush hog so I can get it on the trailer. Right there should be good. Had some helpers. 4 of us got it pushed up there on the trailer. So she's up there and ready to go. Use the ratchet strap to help crank it up, and then they pushed from the back. Very wet and crappy out. I couldn't really get a whole lot of footage because it's so wet and nasty. But we're loaded up. Well, we got it to the house. And the fun part's getting it off the trailer and not going through my garage.
Yeah, brake?
No.
No brake?
So I can see they've had it running before. They had a jug in here with the fuel line running. So they were driving it to move it around. Looks like they've definitely put plugs on it. Fuel pump.
That cleaned up.
Gunked up.
Goddamn mud daubers.
Yeah, them mud daubers.
Have to use a vacuum to suck it out so it don't fall down in the carburetor.
Other than that, that radiator looks pretty good shape. Radiator don't look bad at all.
Get a vacuum cleaner out
All
here.
them daubers on there. I had a hell of dauber nest.
Inside.
The inside too?
Yeah, that's what I said. You got a vacuum cleaner to get that out so it don't fall down in
We'll
there.
get them out. Don't too worry about it in this rainy ass shit today. Coil don't look too bad. Should be able to get her to fire. Hood up. Let's take this off. We got mud daubers down in here. We're gonna have to chip off of this thing. This is the 258, not the crappy 232. Apparently the 232 wasn't that great of a motor. And had low torque as well, a lot of people said. So if you know anybody that's ever said that, like some of these CJs were crap, that's because they probably had a 232 in it. But damn, that one's gotta be right there inside the carburetor. Damn. Might actually have a single carb at my shop that we cleared out a garage, and it had a lot of parts in it, and I guarantee one of them single carburetors I could get to work on this thing. Man, this thing's pretty gunked up. We get some stuff and see if I can try and get the one out of the carburetor. Check the oil. So everybody's calling it now. Nah, oil looks good. It's dark and well, I've been sitting in there God knows how long. If I can get it in the hole. I bet that's what she said, huh? Alright. Now back to this side. Hands smell gassy after messing with that oil dipstick. Huh? A little gas inside the oil Well, we go down in the garage and see what I can figure out. Kind of want to see if I can fit a piece of damn paper towel or something down in there. Catch any little pieces that fall when I take that thing off of there. Alrighty. Alright. See. Got it up. Let me see if I can put the phone down and grab it out of there. Now I'm gonna take the top part of this carburetor off of here and see if I can get all this mud dauber crap out of it that I dropped down in there like a dumbass. So get all these bolts out of this thing, or screws I mean. So kind of see how dirty she is as well. The top of the carb off, it definitely needed to come off because it's pretty dirty down in here. So I'm gonna get that bottom off. We're gonna clean this carburetor up. I'm gonna clean this thing up a little bit. Some brake cleaner. Soaked up, getting this stuff all over my Ranger. It'll be alright. After a little tugging and some work, I finally got this thing out of there. I gotta get some. Definitely gonna clean it out pretty good, and I'm also gonna take a shot vac. Stick it down in this hole. You see, y'all see down in there. Look at all that daggone dirt down inside there. Ain't good at all. That's just the intake. Get it down in here. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. Looking way better now. We got her a good old brake cleaner rebuild, so a lot cleaner than it was. I just want to see if she'll run before I put a whole lot of time into it, and I might take that back off later on and fully clean it up. Right now I just want to make sure this thing gets fire and the motor's good and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm kind of just aiming for at the moment. I see this place every day, but I figured I'd at least just grab a clip. Been messing with my Jeep today. Decided to open up the hood to the Jeep, get the bolt off my carburetor so I can go find another bolt for it so I can get it bolted down and try and start this thing. I have no brakes, so let's look in here. I already pulled the thing off, so definitely a little dirty in here. It's probably why I ain't got no brakes. There ain't a single drop of anything in there. Always go to your local hardware stores. This is a small time hardware store here in Bristol, Tennessee. What's up, guys? I'm finally back working on this old CJ-5. I lost one of the nuts to the carburetor, and I finally got my ass down to the local hardware store and picked up a couple of them. Always check out your local hardware stores before you go to big box stores. Usually you can get some way cheaper deals on like nuts, bolts, and even other things, especially if you're doing like lawn care and stuff like that. Check out those local hardware stores before you go to big box stores. So we got some nice and shiny ones now. Put on this sucker, get them tightened down. I'm gonna hook everything up, get that fuel line ran over in that tank, get some fuel in it. I might have to charge up a battery for this thing. I know it gets lights on the dash, and I need to get some brake fluid for this. After I clean it out, I'm gonna get my shop vac and suck all this nastiness out of there first. Get one on this side. I'll tell you, AMC, the carburetor on this damn thing and where you put your bolt on here, I mean, they couldn't have made that any easier for you, could have they? I mean, look, like how tight that is. Makes it a pain to get this thing to slide down in here without dropping it in the motor. That thing's such a pain. And there it goes. I had to put the phone down for that one. So I figured out you had to kind of lift the carburetor up a little bit and get the nut to sit on there. So if you got a helper, that'd be best. But I got it sitting on there now. I just got to get it tightened down. So I believe that's going to be all for this CJ-5 right now. I'm gonna have to get that electric choke, I think is what it's called, that goes on the back of the carburetor for these 258s. And once we get that, we might get a little further along. But me and a buddy noticed that the motor feels a little tight, like it's stuck a little bit. But that was only when we was cranking it, trying to get it to start a little once we put a battery in it. And also could be the starter. First, we're gonna try taking the starter out, see if it's loose, and if not, loosen it up and see if it'll catch and turn the motor. If not, we're going to take the plugs out, soak it, and see if we can get this sucker loose and get us further along with getting this thing to run. So sorry for such a short video, but if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe. Tap that bell for when I put new videos out. We'll have another one coming up on this thing here soon. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.